Have you ever wondered why, despite numerous attempts at dieting, you're not seeing the results you want? This question haunts many of us as we navigate the complex world of health and nutrition. Dieting, a term that's become almost as ubiquitous as the air we breathe, is often seen as the go-to solution for weight loss and improved health. Yet, many of us find ourselves stuck in a cycle of dieting, only to fall short of our desired results. The dieting dilemma is real, and it's more prevalent than you might think. It's a struggle that transcends age, gender, and boundaries. While dieting is a popular approach, it often doesn't deliver the expected results, leaving many of us feeling frustrated and defeated. But why is that? Why do diets often fail to deliver on their promises? We'll explore 3 reasons why diets don't work later in this video. So, if dieting isn't the answer, what is? Let's dive into the reasons why diets often fail us. First, let's tackle the calorie conundrum. Many diets focus on calorie restriction, but is that really effective? Well, science has a thing or two to say about that. The human body, in its infinite wisdom, has developed mechanisms to protect itself from periods of food scarcity. When we drastically cut our calorie intake, our bodies don't just shrug it off and continue burning calories at the same rate. Instead, they adapt by slowing down our metabolic rate, the speed at which we burn calories. You see, our bodies are essentially survival machines. They're designed to conserve energy when they think they're not getting enough, and this is where the calorie conundrum comes into play. When we restrict our calorie intake too much, our bodies respond by going into a sort of energy-saving mode. Our metabolic rate slows down, and we burn fewer calories. But that's not all. There's another side to this coin. As our bodies slow down our metabolism, they simultaneously crank up our hunger signals. It's as if our bodies are shouting, "Hey, we need more fuel here." This increased hunger can make it incredibly challenging to stick to a low-calorie diet. It's like trying to drive a car with the gas light constantly flashing. Numerous studies have shown these metabolic adaptations in action. For example, research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who had lost weight through calorie restriction had significantly slower metabolic rates and higher levels of hunger hormones than those who hadn't dieted. So, what does this mean for our weight loss efforts? Well, it means that while cutting calories can lead to initial weight loss, it's often not sustainable in the long term. Our bodies fight back, making it harder for us to lose weight and easier for us to regain it. So, while cutting calories might seem like a good idea, it can actually make it harder for you to lose weight in the long run. This is the calorie conundrum. But don't worry, we're not doomed to a life of yo-yo dieting. There are other, more sustainable ways to manage our weight, and we'll explore them in the upcoming scenes. Stay tuned! Scene script. Next, let's talk about the allure of quick fixes. Many diets promise fast results, but what's the real cost? It's not uncommon to see diet plans that promise to shed pounds in a matter of days. The appeal is undeniable. But beneath the shiny veneer of quick results, there lies a multitude of problems. Scientific research paints a grim picture of the consequences of these quick fix diets. To start with, when you lose weight rapidly, you're not just losing fat, you're losing lean muscle too. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that individuals on a severely restricted calorie diet lost significantly more muscle mass than those on a more moderate diet. And here's the kicker. The muscle loss didn't just occur during the diet, but continued even after the diet was completed. But that's not all. Quick fixes often lead to nutritional deficiencies. Since these diets usually involve cutting out entire food groups, you end up missing out on essential nutrients. For instance, low-carb diets can lead to deficiencies in B vitamins, while low-fat diets can leave you lacking in essential fats. Another reason why quick fixes are problematic is the rebound effect. A review of several studies conducted by the University of California, Los Angeles, found that about 2/3 of dieters regain more weight than they lost within 4 to 5 years. This phenomenon, known as yo-yo dieting, is not just discouraging, but also poses serious health risks, such as increased risk of heart disease, diabetes, and high blood pressure. In the end, the promise of quick fixes is often an illusion. While they might offer immediate gratification, they often come with a long-term cost. The weight loss is usually temporary, and the health risks are significant. Thus, while quick fixes might be tempting, they often lead to more harm than good. So, before you jump on the bandwagon of the latest diet fad, take a moment to consider the long-term consequences. After all, good health isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Lastly, let's consider sustainability. Is the diet you're following something you can stick to for the long haul? Science tells us that most people struggle to maintain restrictive diets over extended periods. A study in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that over 2/3 of dieters regained more weight than they initially lost within 5 years. Why? Because these diets often feel more like punishment than a path to healthier living. Another study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that dietary adherence, that is, sticking to your diet plan, is a significant factor in long-term weight loss success. If people don't enjoy the foods they eat or feel deprived, they're less likely to stick to their plans. So, sustainability is crucial. If a diet feels like a chore, it's probably not going to work in the long term. The key is to find a balance that is healthy, satisfying, and, most importantly, sustainable. Now that we've seen why diets often fail, what are the alternatives? A more sustainable approach is to shift our focus from dieting to lifestyle changes that promote health and well-being. Firstly, consider mindful eating. This is not a diet, but a practice of being fully attentive to our food, how it tastes, smells, and makes us feel. It's about savoring each bite and acknowledging our body's signals of hunger and fullness. Secondly, regular physical activity is key. This doesn't mean running a marathon every week, but finding activities you enjoy and can incorporate into your daily life. Lastly, let's focus on overall health rather than weight loss. This includes not only nutrition and physical activity, but also stress management and quality sleep. Research supports these alternatives as they lead to improved health outcomes and are more likely to be maintained long-term. Remember, the goal is not just weight loss, but long-term health and well-being. So forget the diets and focus on lifestyle changes that you can sustain. Wrapping up our discussion on dieting and its alternatives, let's summarize the key points. Diets often fail because they promote quick, unsustainable changes. Instead of falling into this trap, we should aim for sustainable lifestyle adjustments that promote overall health and well-being. This shift in focus from temporary dieting to long-term lifestyle changes is essential for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Let's revisit the reasons why diets don't work. They are often too restrictive, leading to feelings of deprivation, and they focus on quick fixes rather than long-term solutions. This can result in a cycle of dieting and weight regain, which is not only frustrating, but also harmful to our health. Instead, let's emphasize the importance of sustainable lifestyle changes. Mindful eating, regular physical activity, stress management, and good quality sleep are all important aspects of a healthy lifestyle. These changes might take longer to show results, but they are more sustainable and beneficial in the long run. And finally, let's remember to focus on overall health and well-being, not just weight loss. This includes mental health, emotional well-being, and overall life satisfaction. After all, health is about more than just the number on the scale. In conclusion, it's not about being skinny, it's about being healthy. So let's ditch the diets and focus on living a healthier, happier life. Remember, the goal is long-term health and well-being, so let's make sustainable lifestyle changes that we can maintain for life.